Someone says, can you make a video on how to hack Wi-Fi password? Bruce, you are sending me to prison before EFCC could say I'm the one training Yahoo boys. Anyway, maybe by next year, I will be organizing a cyber security class. So maybe from there, I can be able to teach you how to do that. But I can't make that video publicly for public consumption. It's illegal, and again, it's not good for public consumption because a lot of people may be victim, including you. You don't know who will get the information before you. So the first person that get the information, the other set of people will be victims. So for the purpose of my security and the security of all of us, we don't say out that kind of information publicly like that. That are security information. So today, another question I will be answering is, someone says, is it possible for attackers to get your password even using secured protocols like HTTPS? The answer is yes. Very, very, very yes. Even if you are using HTTPS, your password can be hacked using different methodologies. Different attackers use different methodologies to hack that. And one of the things they use is brute forcing, password brute forcing. That is the most common way. They call it password brute forcing. So password brute forcing is just a way of the attacker uses sometimes 20 million passwords, compilation of 20 million passwords. Maybe next time I'm doing a video like that, I will show you, I will demonstrate how to do that. So the attacker used like a combination of 20 million password, 100 million password, 150 million password. I don't say thousands, I say million passwords on one person. So if they use 20,000 million passwords on your Facebook account, there is no way. There are just narrow ways that you can escape. The reason is why developers develop their software, program it, they will majorly limit it to some certain number of login attempts. Maybe the software will say if someone tries to log in with a fake credential or a wrong password for 8 times, then the system will lock automatically. The account will lock automatically, or the device will be flagged off. That is it. But in this case, it's not like that. In this case, 20 million passwords are being launched at one go. So 20 million passwords make up one trial. So if it doesn't work, that is just a single trial. So they will combine those passwords. Maybe if it is someone that have an intel about you or about your company, they will combine passwords. And one good thing is that you can customize those passwords. Like if you know my name, let me not even go there. So it is very, 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 very possible. The reason is the attacker is truly sending legitimate HTTP requests to the server, and the encryption hides the data from the outsider, and then the server then continue to process the login attempt. So it is very, very it's not that easy, but it is very, very possible. Very possible. And this is the most common way of hacking password. The second way is exploiting misconfiguration in the TLS or the ciphers or the SSL. So at this layer, I think that is the network layer. The network layer. So if the HTTPS is implemented or is configured with weak ciphers, it is still very, very easy. You can just run 1 or 2 scans on your hacker's machine, and then boom, those information will be there, including their versions number, and which is a very, 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 very how can I put it, risky information to be displayed to the public. So when those SSL, TSL, weak ciphers are misconfigured, it is very easy to go somewhere, just a single scan, you can pull out those information, and once you have it, you use them for logging. I won't go deep into that, but it is very easy. That is one of the ways penetration testers use to hack password. Another way in which attackers steal password is through session hijacking. Session hijacking in the sense that If the cookies are not properly protected, the attacker will get hold of those cookies, and most times those cookies contain vital information. Cookies in the sense that when you are logging into a website, there are some places, a lot of websites will say that to you that please accept cookies. Please accept cookies. This is a way of the website telling you that please save your login credentials on this website, so that when next you want to log in, you will not go to that stress of logging in your username and password and all those credentials again. Well, it is just a one click and it will take you inside there. So those cookies serve a lot of information about your account or about the administrative login pages. So if those things are not kept well, cookies are not kept well, or are not properly secured, that is another way in which attackers hack password. Another way is cross-site scripting. Another way is SQL injection. Maybe I will make a video on cross-site scripting and SQL injection on a separate day. Then the another one, or the last one I will be mentioning in this video, of course there are a lot of other ways, but the last one I will be mentioning here is man-in-the-middle attack. Man-in-the-middle attack is a process where this person is communicating with this server, and somebody hijacked that session in the middle, or someone tapped inside that session, that conversation in the middle. So when you send a message to the server, this person grabs this message here and modify this message to whatsoever he wants to modify, and then send it to the server. So the server thinks it is this legitimate person that is sending this message, and the server responds back. Once it responds back, this attacker grabbed this message in the middle here, modify it again, send it to this person, and this person thinks this message or this request is coming from the server itself. So that is how it works. And one of the ways they do that is maybe by downgrading from HTTPS to I will not say that again. That is one of the ways. That is some few ways in which attackers hacked password. So how to protect yourself to this kind of attack? First of all, if you want to log into any site, or if you want to visit any site, make sure you calm down and scrutinize that site very well, because some attackers can create malicious website that looks exactly, they clone that website that looks exactly like the original website, and now they can even use the SSL certificate of the original. They will mimic it. So make sure you watch the site you are visiting very well before you click on it. Another one is create a very unique password, very long password that is very difficult to conduct a brute force attack on it. In this way, it will be easier for you to escape the brute forcing attack. And another one is, if you are the owner of a website or a software, make sure you conduct regular check on that website, routine check, not just that first check. A lot of websites in Nigeria are very vulnerable, a lot. I don't want to go into that, but if I have the opportunity to open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 websites, if you check like 10 websites in Nigeria, almost maybe 6 of them will not be properly secured, or some will not be secured at all. So make sure you conduct a routine check on your website or software, or on your database server, or whatsoever you are using. These are some of the ways you can evade brute force or password hacking. If you find this video interesting, please support me by sharing this video and giving it a like. See you in my next video.